I have an important question for you. Do you know how to play against Sicilian? You don't know what the Sicilian is? After e4 and c5, this is the Sicilian defense. And if you don't know how to play with the white pieces, stay with me and I'll reveal you all the secrets. And in order to do that, I will present you a fantastic game, really amazing, a stunning game between Mikhail Tal and Alexei Satin. So, we have knight to f3, e6, d4, the open Sicilian, c takes d4, knight takes d4, and now a6. This is the Kan variation, and the idea behind it is to control these squares on d5, on b5, try to limit the activity of this knight, and he would like to develop first bishop, and then he will see what he's going to do. So the best move here is to play the bishop on b3. On d3, this is a fantastic move because it's not very advisable to develop immediately the knight to avoid any kind of pins. This is a very strong move, and now we have knight to e7. Now black cannot pin the knight, and for that reason Tal, the magician from Riga, developed the knight there on c3. We have knight b to c6, and he played a very interesting move. Maybe this is not the best move according to the theory or to the engines, but this is a very nice move, and I suggest you this move if you like to avoid a lot of theory. He played knight to b3. If you like to avoid a lot of theory and you would like to keep the pieces on the board and create a strong attack, this is a very nice move. And now we have knight to g6, short castling, developing the pieces, b5, another very typical Sicilian move in order to kick away the knight, to develop the bishop, etc., gain more space in the queen side, and now we have bishop to e3. And you may be wondering how to call this system. One good way to call it is the third rank system, because we add all the pieces in the third rank. So we have d6 from the black side, and now f4, another very typical reaction in the center. With f4, white is controlling the center and he's preparing a lot of pawn advancements like f5, e5 and similar stuff. Now we have bishop to e7 and another very aggressive move, queen to h5, and Tal is controlling the center and put more and more pieces against the enemy king. And now we have bishop to f6. What is the threat? The threat is to capture here on c3 and double the pawns. Right? What are you going to do now with white? This is the first question. Of course, you can pause the video and think about 1-2 minutes. And if you play the defensive move like that, this is not very good because you're going back, and after short castling, for example, you can start attacking now with this move f5, but black have his own counter chances, and he can give this nice check. On b6 we have king h1, and now knight g to e5, and black's position is very solid now. He's protecting everything. He has a fantastic square in the center, so black is very good. And for that reason you should not go back, and Tal just developed the last piece. He put the rook on d1, put the rook against the queen, and now we have some tactical ideas. For example, he can play something like e5 in order to open the d line and create some problems, because the rook there is very, very active. So rook d1 is a nice move, and Satin capture the knight on c3. Now we have b takes c3 and queen c7, try to avoid the pin in the d line, develop the queen, etc. So we have rook d2, a little mysterious move, but the idea behind this is to double the rooks, prepare to double the rooks on f file, perhaps on the d line. Everything is ready now and is ready to push the central pawns to create some weaknesses. And now we have knight c to e7. And now the pawn on c3 is under attack, right? And Tal didn't protect this pawn. He would like to bring the pieces in the attack and create some problems to win time. And for that reason he played knight to d4 in order to develop the pieces and move forward his attack. And black didn't capture the pawn. We will see this variation a little later, but white here played black played the move, Satin played the move bishop to d7. Now it's another question for you, because everything is ready and you should continue the attack. How are you going to continue the attack with the white pieces? Pause the video and try to think. And Tal found the best move here, and the best move is f5. He would like to open open the lines because the enemy king is in the center. He would like to attack the knight to create some pressure, some attacking chances there. And after e takes f5, e takes f5, and knight to e5. This is another position for you, and this is amazing. This is really amazing. The level of this question is very high because we are watching a very strong game. And now it's white's turn, and you have the opportunity again to pause the video and think, how are you going to continue the attack? It's white's turn. And he played this amazing move, knight to e6. Oh, you can take a breath. This is a very strong move. First of all, black cannot capture this knight because the pawn is pinned here, and we're attacking the queen on c7, and similarly we're attacking the pawn on g7. And for example, if black captures the pawn now on c3, then we can give a check here on g7, and after this natural move, king to f8, then we can return back to e6, and this is another check. And for example, after that, he can move the rook on e2, putting the rook opposite to the king, and he's preparing to put the bishop on d4 because the bishop has some defensive duties now. He should protect the rook, but after this move, he is ready to put the bishop on d4 and continue the attack, right? For example, after that, black's position is extremely difficult. For that reason, he didn't capture the pawn right now, but he just captured this knight with a bishop, bishop takes e6, f takes e6, and g6. He would like to put away the queen and to slow down the white's initiative and attack, right? And right now, this is the last critical position for you, the last question. You have a fantastic idea here, and again you can pause the video and try to think, what are you going to do now? You have a lot of good options. It's white's turn. And Tal found this amazing idea. He captured on e5 with the queen, sacrificing the queen in order to put more pressure against the black and continue his attack. And after this natural recapture, d takes e5, he captured on e takes f7, and now black resigned. Why? Because if he goes here on f8, then we have checkmate in one move. And this is bishop e8-6 checkmate. If you try to run away on d8, for example, then we can create a new queen. f8 equals queen, rook takes f8, rook takes f8, this is a check, king d7, the only available square, and now we have a very strong move, the double attack, the double check. Bishop to f5, attacking the king with the bishop and the rook. So black cannot capture the bishop, he doesn't have any time, and after this king c6, he will return the bishop to e4, and you can see the fantastic coordination of white pieces. And the only move now is to put the knight on d5, but then he has another very strong move, and probably, of course, he has a lot of good moves. He can capture the knight with the bishop. This is a winning move as well, but he can capture with the rook. And now, for example, white's position is totally winning here because the king is under pin and the rook on a8 is under attack. And for example, after that, we have checkmate in one move again. And the checkmate is with this move, rook d8, checkmate. So this is totally winning for white. And the last possible way is to put the king on d7, but again we have this double check, king c6, bishop e4 with similar ideas, and white is winning here. For that reason, the key moments in this game is here when he played this knight on e6, attacking the queen and g7 pawn. He captures here, and after g6 he found the amazing move, queen takes e5, and winning his opponent. And let's go back a little bit. I didn't like to give you this move f5. For that reason, we didn't analyze here the move queen takes c3. But if he captures here, then we can play again this very strong move f5, and after e takes f5, knight to e5. We have many possible ways here. One of them is g6, try to open lines and attack the enemy, and for example after g6, queen e2, bishop g4, attacking the queen, queen f2, and after this normal reply, knight 7 to c6, we can play the rook on e line again. You can see this position is very, very nice for for white, because the knight is totally protected. If black captures here, we're gonna recapture with the bishop. It's very dangerous to castling sword because the queen can go again on h4, h6 and checkmate on g7, and this is very nice position for white. And the other continuation is to play now again the knight on e6. Now it's not working very well because the queen is not on c7 and we are not attacking the queen, and for that reason black have some time now. He can capture the pawn, right? By capturing the pawn he would like to capture the knight next. Now he is protecting the g7. Now the position is not very clear. For that reason, after this move, after f5 here, after f5, e takes f5, e takes f5 and knight to e5, one good idea is to play f6, and another good idea is to put the queen on g5 because we're attacking again this g5 g7 pawn. So the key points, again I'd like to give you the key points is here with this move knight to e6, the move that played in the game, a fantastic move attacking the queen in g7, and after this recaptures and g6 he sacrificed the queen in order to create a very strong attack. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for your time. I hope you click the thumbs up button and see you soon. All the best.
So, why you should become a member? This is an amazing opportunity to you to support the channel and gain access to exclusive perks. Well, it's not just about supporting the channel, it's about becoming part of the exclusive community. You'll be helping me to continue creating the content you love, and in return you get some fantastic benefits. We have 3 membership levels tolerated fit everyone needs: the gold, the diamond and the platinum. Join as a member is a great way to interact with me directly. You will get loyalty badges next to your name in comments, access to custom emojis and special discounts. I prioritize replies to members. Access exclusive videos available only for members to enhance your chess skills. The time to improve is now. On the platinum membership plan you will get a chess course for free. So what you are waiting for? Click the join button to become a member today. Let's take this journey together to the next level and unlock these amazing perks.